Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue and I'm bringing you guys viewer replay cast number 3. Not number 1 or 2, but number 3. That is right, I have done 3 of these videos, or this will be the 3rd video. So after this video is over, I'll have done 3 of these videos. I did check the levels before I went into this game because of what happened last game. And it's a little all over the place. I saw a level 1 in this game. I also saw a level 33 in this game. So it looks like these guys just came in a 5-stack and they got put with random people. So hopefully this will be an interesting game. I'm not going to tell you guys how long it lasts. I'm not going to tell you guys who sent it in, because as always, it's generally assumed that the person who sent it in was probably the person who won. So we don't want any spoilers on that. So you guys don't know who sent it in, but I know who sent it in. And from what I've heard, this game is actually pretty interesting. There's a lot of action going on. It might be one-sided. It might be a long slugfest. I don't really know. Well, of course I know, but you guys don't really know because you guys can't see the timer. Haha, take that. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that so I can stop taunting you guys. And we're gonna go straight into an all-pick. And we got an interesting name on one of the people on the Radiant side. I'm gonna have fun saying that one. But anyway, as far as my videos go, I got a message from somebody saying my video resolution wasn't showing full screen, and I know what the issue is my computer screens are aspect ratio of 16:10 or 16:10, and what that basically means is my screens are weird. It's not a very common screen ratio or aspect ratio. So basically, I had to go and figure out how to change my ratios to match the most common ratio, which is probably 16:9 or 4.3. You know those weird numbers you guys always see, but you don't really know what they mean. Of course, I have to do some more research on that. But as for now, I'm gonna keep my ratio, or I'm gonna keep my screen ratio as it is, because I know it works. I know I can get it to YouTube, but eventually over time I'll continue to start experimenting with different aspect ratios, and I really want you guys to let me know how they turn out. Of course, like I said, this one's stuck with the normal ones that I've been using, but sometime in the near future, hopefully you guys can get full screen on your computers, because I'm going to keep playing with stuff on my side to make sure that you guys get the best viewing experience possible, because it's all about making sure you guys have fun when you watch the videos. It's all about making sure that I produce content that goes with you guys. But anyway, enough of that. All of that aside, let's go ahead and jump into this game. We have all the people up on the diary, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce them first. We have 15 HP Lucker on that Spectre. Jeez, I forgot her name. We got 10 HP Lucker on that Centaur War Chief. So they're obviously in the stack together. I'm just going to assume that. We have Lee Does Know, or Lay Does Know. Lay Does Know on that Rubik. We have LJ Maker on that Darkseer. Moving on to the Pudge. Last but not least, he will be Hellord on that Pudge. So we'll probably see an interesting game on him.
30 seconds to
Moving on to the Radiant side, we see Daddy-O on that Axe. We see Flame 13th. Okay, I really like your name, because 13 is an unlucky number, and as you guys know, I love unlucky numbers. 666, one of my favorite. Well, okay, 13 is my favorite number, but 666 is right there. And this, oh my God. Okay, we got Cox and Balls on that Disruptor. I'm not gonna repeat your name anytime soon. Now we have Little Sean on that Ursa, and last but not least, we have Bells on that, or Bells 11 on that
Regeneration
Dragon Knight. So he's probably going to be the carry for the team. As far as how the lanes are panning out, we have whoa, we got a first blood already. Oh geez, sorry guys, I missed that ab, and that was a little sudden. But anyway, we got Darkseer in a lot of trouble. He's going to try to go toe-to-toe with Axe, but Axe will probably be doing enough damage to get him, especially when he has this much support behind him. One more last hit on top of Darkseer, and he will be going down. Vincent Spears trying to go for it, but no, she body blocks the Disruptor. She body blocks the Disruptor, so Disruptor's not able to get anything. He still does have one static field left, but no, he's going to decide to just go ahead and go mid. There could have potentially been 2 kills there, but no, the Vincent Spear with her pro body blocks not let her teammate get around them. Axe did have to pop a salve early so that he can stay alive and he can go back to the lane, so that's going to be doing a little bit of damage to his lane or staying power at this point, but not really. He did get an early point in that counter Helix, so he's looking to be attacked by the Centaur. He's looking to be attacked by the creeps, and so he can proc that a few times. Level 1 Helix does do 100 damage, which is actually pretty decent. I think, hold on, I'll look at it later. Something along the lines of, it's not worth getting all 4 points, but I can't really think while trying to find stuff. I sent to the nines. Oh guys, we got engagement going on bot. We got Dragon Knight getting chased a little bit. Rubik did take a lot of damage. I think that's from creep aggro. He's gonna go ahead and eat a tree and try to stay in lane. Meanwhile, top we got Darkseer. He's probably gonna be going down to the single battle hunger unless he can find the last hit, which I don't think he can find. He's gonna be going down pretty darn soon. That does not count as the last hit. He needs. Okay, it does count as the last hit. Never mind. Never mind.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All I know is one time I was playing I think I was playing a Venomancer and I threw like a auto attack on somebody and they died by poison and the battle hunger didn't go away. So I thought he was gonna die in that instant, but no, Darkseer stays alive. Now probably one more battle hunger, he'll probably be going down, but no. He looks like he's just gonna go ahead and head in the jungle, let Centaur have this top lane all to himself. Meanwhile, mid we got Pudge taking a lot of damage from this Disruptor. Disruptor playing very aggressive, and he can do that in fact, because he has 6 tangos in a salve. He has a lot of regen. Typically when you buy 6 tangos, or typically when I buy 6 tangos, I know that I'm going to be at least getting 2 last hits, especially when I'm playing Suicide Top, because I got 6 tangos for a reason. That's a lot of regen. So it's really, really good regen. As really good. Usually when you buy that much regen, you want to be aggressive. That's basically the point I'm trying to put at. Meanwhile, Spectre goes straight for that Ring of Health, and that is not recommended at all. I actually went back, or no, sorry, I actually need to go back and reread why it's not a good reason at all. But from what I remember, why it's not a good reason is basically you're not getting any stats. You're getting a consistent 5 HP regen. Yeah, sure, that's cool, but you're not getting anything. You're not getting movement speed. You're not getting. So you're not getting movement speed, you're not getting mana regen like you do get from those tangos, or you do get from those clarities. Actually, what is this? Oh wait, no, we got some damage going on Centaur. Centaur's gonna be trying to go toe to toe with Axe. He's gonna throw it on the stun. He's gonna throw it on the. No, he's not gonna throw it on double edge. He's gonna keep running because he knows he's in a lot of trouble. There's this Ion Shell thrown on top of him, and Invincible Spirit dies to the Dire. Okay, that was okay. Where did you die? She died to creeps by the looks of it. But anyway, Ring of Health. The reason why Ring of Health, rushing for Ring of Health is not a good idea because yes, you can be aggressive, but you're going to be doing no damage. But then again, this is a Spectre. She does have Desolate, but it's still, I mean, a Ring of Health. You have your other options are basically buying boots instead, or buying boots and a magic wand. That'll give you 3 stats or 9 stats and everything. That'll also give you movement speed. That'll also give you potential to build something else quicker with your boots that can give you your treads faster, as opposed to just giving that Ring of Regen. Sorry, Ring of Health. So basically, for the price of 2 set of tangos, which will give you 6 tangos, which like Disruptor has, he has 6 tangos and he's only used 1. Then you're not really taking on much damage. I mean, if you look at Spectre, she's using that 5 regen only when she's losing HP, and she's not really losing all that much HP right now. So basically, she has 5 regen right now for no reason. So that's pretty much wasted gold. As opposed to if you had tangos, you could just activate the regen. But enough of me ranting on that. Like I said, I really need to go back and read my sources on why that's a bad idea, so I can give you guys a more inclusive answer on why you should not go Ring of Regen first. But in general, it's just a bad idea, just know that. Anyways, we got Dragon Knight hanging on down bottom. Now he has his own built-in Ring of Health. Now he can go ahead and get that Dragon Blade. He has 2 points in there, he has free regen. And meanwhile, we see Pudge go down mid to the Disruptor. Disruptor almost went down too. It looks like a few more seconds and Rot and he would have been going down. He'll go ahead and use up his 6 tangos and let his regen activate when he needs it. Now let me go ahead and take a look at the items because I have not done that at all. I've really just been ranting about Spectre and her Ring of Health. As far as the items go, we see Ursa building. Whoa, where's Ursa? We see Ursa doesn't have much of anything yet. Whoa, what's up with Ursa's gold? Ursa only has 300 gold. He just got himself boots. So he's probably not having all that fun time in the jungle. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on top. We got Darkseer getting chased by the Axe and the Disruptor. Disruptor doing a little bit, or a lot of damage with that drop on top of him. And he's going to go ahead and try to go in for the... Oh my god, Disruptor gets caught on the backside by the Pudge, and Disruptor gets killed by the backside on that Pudge, and Darkseer goes down to the Battle Hunger from Axe. Now Pudge is looking to see if he can line up a hook. He has himself a bottle, so he can throw out a few more hooks. He's going to see if he can try to catch somebody. Just barely missing Axe. Axe is just getting skinned on the back. All Pudge got was a little bit of sweat, because that's what Axe was doing when he saw that hook. He was just sweating himself away. Meanwhile, as far as the rest of the items, like I was looking at earlier, Darkseer is building himself that pipe. I assume he's building a pipe. Still not too sure. It could potentially be building a mechanism. That is not all that terrible an idea on Darkseer. Meanwhile, Ursa in the jungle, like we saw earlier, he only has boots. He only has a stout shield. So not really much of anything. Pudge has himself a bottle and some boots. As far as the last hits go, Disruptor is the one with the high... Okay, Ursa just came up to the top, but Disruptor has the most last hits. He has about 25 last hits, if you count the denies as last hits. So he's pretty farmed so far. It's actually a mid disruptor. That's actually something interesting. You usually see disruptor play that straight up support role, and he already has treads, so that's really good for him. As far as Axe goes, Axe has himself mana boost, so he looks like he wants to spam his spells. Did he go for points? Yes, he did. He did go for both Battle Hunger and Berserker's Call. Typically, if you don't get Tranquil or some form of regen, which Arcane Boost gives you, you usually want to focus on one or the other because you can't really afford both. And meanwhile, we got a game going on by. We got Disruptor. He threw down the wall. He threw down the ulti so he can silence everybody. Ursa just comes up and wipes up everything. So they get the kill on Rubik. They also get the kill on the Spectre. That was a real nice engagement on the side of the Radiant. Meanwhile, we got Axe is gonna get caught by the Pudge. Pudge does have his ulti, so he can't use it on me. We got Centaur, he's getting stunned. He does not have level 6 yet, so he's not able to activate his ulti, but it doesn't matter. He goes down to the creeps, but it looks like, oh no, the Battle Hunger. And now here's Darkseer throwing a Ion Shell on top of Pudge. So whenever Pudge gets a hook, he'll be doing extra damage. The Ion Shell is up to level 2, not doing quite as much damage as the level 3 Ion Shell, obviously, but it's still doing damage nonetheless. Nothing to bat an eyebrow at. Moving on to Disruptor. Disruptor's sitting pretty. I mean, he has 2 kills, 1 death to his name, and 3 assists, so he's happy. Meanwhile, on top, we got something going on. We got Darkseer. He came in. Looks like he tried to do a vacuum. He did do a vacuum, tried to do a little bit of damage on top of the Invincible Spear, but not enough. Axe shoos him away. And Axe also threw a Battle Hunger on top of him, so he's taking quite a bit of damage. It will be running out. Darkseer did go ahead and use that Tango, so he can stay alive. Meanwhile, we got 3 top from the Dire. What are they doing here? I'm not sure. Are they looking like they're going to be trying to go for a gank? I do not know. I'm pretty sure Radiant are going to be playing a little bit further back than normal because that's so low. And Disruptor is continuously harassing this Pudge. Pudge really wishing that he had a few more kills so he can get his Flesh Heap up and have some more magic resistance. Meanwhile, he's going to go ahead and roam down bot, see if he can get a gank down there. He could potentially find his Ursa, but Ursa, oh god, if he finds Ursa, Ursa is gone. Pudge ulti is up. He does have mana for it. So if Ursa walks a little bit too close, he will be going down. Ursa is in fact building himself a Vlad so that he can go ahead and do Roshan and stay alive. And now we got Dragon Knight in the very best spot. Pudge is right around the corner. Will he be able to get him in time? I do not know. We got 3 around the corner. We got 2 Dyers. We got 3 down bot. Pudge is just hanging out, see what he can get. He gets a hook on top of Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's in a lot of trouble. The silence goes down. Pudge's not able to activate his ulti, but still Dragon Knight goes down to that dispersion from. Oh no, he goes down to the Pudge from the Pudge's rod. And now Ursa's trying to chase this Rubik. Rubik gets the ulti from the Centaur, so good, very good map awareness on his part to see that his teammates are getting chased, and Rubik's gonna go ahead and take a lot of damage. Dear Jesus, Disruptor has himself a double damage, and there goes Rubik to the Battle Hunger. I think Disruptor's building Carry Disruptor, which would explain why he did so much damage. He has himself Power Treads, which is not something you usually see on a support Disruptor. A mid Disruptor, you probably won't see it either. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that he's going to be building a Veil of Discord out of that, which would be the most reasonable item for him to build because the armlet on Disruptor makes no sense. Helmet of the Dominator actually sounds pretty weird too. Veil of Discord is his choice, is what it seems, because Veil of Discord will mesh really well with his skills. He can basically throw down the Veil on top of somebody, throw down his ulti, throw down all his nukes, and do exquisite damage. Not great damage, but exquisite damage. It actually counts for all damage, so that's just bonus damage taken. Anyway, I hear Invincible Spear stun. Invincible Spear stun on top of Darkseer. Darkseer does go down. He did get chain stun, or kind of chain stun, so he did go down. If we take a look at the goal graph, because I haven't looked at that at all, the goal graph is obviously in favor of the Radiant. They have been successful in all of their ganks and counter ganks, and they have also had a free farm Ursa in the jungle who has not been bothered at all. I think Ursa only went down once. I'm not too entirely sure. Let me check with that. Heroes, kills, and deaths, and assists. Ursa has gone down 0 times, so Ursa has had free farm the entire time. His Vlads is almost up. All he needs is 200 more gold so he can get the Morbid Mask, and he'll have that up. We got TP coming in top. Will they be going in on anything? I do not know. Darkseer has not been having the best of times up top, and Troll Warlord has been trying to do what he can. His ulti's off cooldown in about another 15 seconds. Invincible Spirit is out of mana, so she cannot do any swaps. Meanwhile, down bot, what do we have going on? We have Rubik hanging out with the Spectre. Spectre's still trying to build herself that Vanguard by the looks of it, and she has a TP scroll, so she can go ahead and go somewhere. She's going to TP top, and they're going to go in for engagement on up here by the looks of it. She could have potentially just stayed down bottom and continue farming, and then ultied in, so that way they'll do 2 things. One, they'll take her top without expending a TP, and then also, what else will do? Oh, it'll also let her know where everybody is. She could have potentially got a kill on Ursa. She would have done that. Meanwhile, Ursa has herself a Blade, so he will be going in for Roshan very soon. And now we got engagement going on top. Dragon Knight going in a little bit too far. There's a stun, and there's also a vacuum. So much damage done, but no. Disrupted throwing down the perfect disruption on top of everybody, so nobody can cast their spells. He kills the Spectre on the backside, and here is oh my gosh, a beautiful hook from Pudge catching off the Dragon Knight just barely, but here goes engagement on top of the Centaur. Centaur not able to go down. Pudge is going to go ahead and throw an ulti on top of us. Disruptor's in trouble. He activates the glimpse on top of Darkseid, but it's not far enough. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got Axe and Rubik both throwing battle hungers on top of each other, but Axe can get last hits, as opposed to Rubik, who's kind of having trouble getting his last hit, so he's going to be taking a little bit more damage than Axe is. So, but that battle hunger is pretty nice for him to have because it gives him that bonus movement speed whenever it's on somebody. Now he's really in trouble. One more battle hunger, he's pretty much gone. Axe did build himself that Ring of Regen. He's built himself a Vanguard as well. I think we might have 3 Vanguards on the side of Dire. Oh no, sorry, on the side of Radiant we have a Vanguard coming up on Axe. We have a Vanguard. Well, I hope it's not a Vanguard coming up on that. Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight doesn't really need a Vanguard because he has that Dragon's Blood. Dragon's Blood gives him really good regen. It also gives him really good armor. It doesn't really give him any block, but who really needs when you have that kind of regen? Look at that, guys. 4 free regen. 4 free regen and 9 armor for that level 3. Which is actually pretty darn decent. Spectre, on the other hand, still has a Ring of Health. Doesn't really have much of anything. She has died a few times, so she has lost a little bit of gold. And Pudge is ulting. Pudge throws the ulti on top of the Vengeful Spirit. Gets a kill on top of the Vengeful Spirit. And there was something coming from the side. No, Darkseid did vacuum in to make sure she didn't go around. Dire structures are fortified. This battle tower is getting sieged. Spectre's going to try to come around the corner, see what she can do. She could potentially just ulti and try to go in for a kill on top of this Axe, but I think Axe has his ulti. Yes, he does. Axe is going to be a little bit of trouble. Rubik throws him back. And there's all the damage getting thrown on top of Rubik. He ultis and he will be able to. No, he will not. The tower doing too much damage. Centaur comes in. He can't ulti if he has to. But no, oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful glimpse on top of by Disruptor. He throws Centaur right back home. Centaur ulti was wasted, so they will not be able to chase all that far. Specs is going to try to go in for some damage on top of the Disruptor. Will she be able to do anything? No, there's another stun coming up from Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight been doing very well with the stuns. He also has himself that Soul Ring, so he has mana whenever he needs it. He has mana on demand. Specs is going to try to go in for this, but she should not. I do not agree with this. She can potentially be getting caught off on the side. Meanwhile, Disruptor is just hanging out around the back, trying to see who comes around that corner, who he can pick off. He has that really good regen coming from that Helmet of Dominator. Give him that 5 armor, which is actually vital versus that which is actually really good versus anybody who does physical damage, which will be that Spectre and, well, really just that Spectre. Spectre does still have Desolate, but it's only 1 level. And then we got Ursa coming in with the overpower. He gets stunned up by the Pudge, but Pudge goes down to the Disruptor, and now we got Ursa chasing on that Spectre. He will be able to activate his Overpower again. There we go, Overpower going to be activated soon. No, Spectre's getting slow. She's trying to run away. She could activate her ulti to try to juke, but she will be going down one way or another. There's a stun thrown out by Dragon Knight on top of Rubik. Rubik goes back. He's in a lot of trouble. He's afraid. He goes down. Meanwhile, Centaur's trying to do what he can. His ulti's back up in another 45 seconds. If only he had it for this engagement, then he will be able to help his team win. But no, he does not have it. And now the Radiant are going to go ahead and push this bottom tower down. I do not think there's anything the Dire can do to help this out. Darkseid can come around the corner, but he has no mana right now. Centaur's Tranquil Boots are broken, so he's not moving all that fast. Mainly because of that dot from Battle Hunger, and this tower is going down handily. So the Radiant are in very convincing control of this game. Ursa has himself Phase Boots. He just has to have the Crow bring it to him. And now we got this second tower being sieged. Ursa alone. Oh, sorry, not Ursa alone. Ursa with his teammates can destroy this tower. Between Ursa and Dragon Knight, this tower will be going down pretty darn fast. Especially since it's only level 9 or level 6 Elder Dragon form. So it gets that poison damage on top of that tower. Which is nothing bad eyebrow. Any damage is good damage. Now we got Axe in a little bit of trouble. He's getting chased by Spectre, but Spectre probably doesn't want to go in for this. Her team is not ready. Centaur ulti should be up. Centaur ulti is up, so they can go in for a big engagement. But no, everybody already dispersing. Ursa's gonna go ahead and kill himself for Roshan. Do the Dire know about this? That's a big question. I do not think they do. Ursa's gonna go ahead and take on Roshan while he can. He's doing a lot of damage. Pudge is rotating mid. He has himself a haste stream. There's ooh guys, there's an Axe about to be cut off by the Pudge, and Axe will be going down. There's something stolen from Rubik. Rubik stole something. Rubik stole himself Battle Hunger, and if they check this Roshan pick, this will be the death of Ursa because he's getting perma bashed by this Roshan. And there we go. Rashawn goes down. They do know it's over here. Ursa picks up Aegis. He needs to hurry up and get out of here while he can. We got a hook coming on Disruptor. Or I think we had a hook coming on Disruptor. We got Spectre trying to chase. Yes, we did. We did have a hook on Disruptor. They're trying to escape. Disruptor taking a lot of damage. He throws out a Static Storm. He's doing a lot of damage to everybody. Puzz goes down. Rubik is about to know. Rubik activates the magic wand. He's able to stay alive. But Ursa could come running back. No, Ursa decided to go back in the jungle. And he makes it alive as well. There's a surge thrown on top of Rubik to make sure he gets away home safe. And Rubik shall run home while he can. As far as items go, there's an Aegis up on Ursa, so Ursa's doing pretty well. Sorry, no, not Aegis. There's a Vlad on Ursa, so Ursa's doing pretty well. He has his phase boots flying out to him right this moment. There are 2 sets of arcane boots. Vincent Spear only has arcane boots and Tangos. She needs to, well, that's all she really needs, really. She's probably, yeah, she's been buying all the wards. I'm assuming she's been buying all the wards for her team to make sure that they can know where everybody's coming from. Meanwhile, Dragonite, what do you have? Dragonite has not much of anything. He has trades in a Soul Ring, so he can spam out that Breathe Fire, but that's about it. Darkseid's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be taking a lot of damage from this Ursa and this Dragonite combination. He goes down. There's an ulti from Spectre coming in. She's going to try to go on this Dragonite, but I don't think it's enough. She needs to just go ahead and run out. Centaur activates his ulti so they can run away, and Spectre's running. Spectre's a little indecisive on where she wants to go. She should have took herself a TP so she can TP out if she really needed to. Because she really needs to. Ursa throws out his slow so the creeps won't be chasing him so much, and Spectre's going to continue running. Spectre does have herself treads, so that's good in that aspect, but she still needs a lot more farm. Rubik did steal something. Rubik stole something, but it doesn't matter. He died, so he lost it. Spectre throws out the dagger on top of Disruptor. She might have wanted to invest in throwing it on top of over top of the high ground to try to get out. Meanwhile, Pudge is hanging out around the back. He does have himself that Hood of Defiance, so he's taking less magic damage, but that's really about it. Darkseer is building himself what looks to be, what is that? A Lincoln Sphere? Maybe a Lincoln Sphere, I don't know. Could be a Lincoln Sphere, could be a Bloodstone, could be just about anything. Could be a Battle Fairy. I wouldn't be surprised. But now this middle tower is going to be going to finally be getting sieged by these guys. There's Axis Illusions attacking the creeps. They do, wow, really? They do get the Helix. I did not know that. So Manta Style Axe is a good idea, guys. Just pop Manta Style and just kill everything. Spin to win, man. Spin to win. Meanwhile, Ursa's going to go ahead and take on these Ancients while he can. He has his phase moves up, he has his Vlads, he has Aegis, why not? Disruptor did in fact build himself a Helmet of the Dominator. Pretty weird decision, but hey, I'm not playing right now. Oh, I kind of have my fingers crossed for that Veil of Discord so I can call something right, but he apparently wants to go for that Helmet of Dominator. Lifesteal is always good. He also buys up some wards for his team. Vincent Spirit is building herself an Aghanim Scepter. Usually when you try to build an Axe, it's usually a good idea to build that point booster first because it costs so much. It also gives you decent stats, but she decides to go for the Blades and the Ogre Club to stay alive. I think it was, yeah, the Blades and the Ogre Club to stay alive. Punch throws out a hook, misses it on Axe, and Punch is in a lot of trouble. There's a stun thrown out from the Dragonite, and there's a glimpse thrown out by the Disruptor just for the heck of it, and Axe gets a kill. Everybody gets sped up by 25%, and they're going to go ahead and go and pursue this Darkseer, but no, the speed runs out. There is mana up on Dragonite. He's had to activate that Soul Ring. He activates the Soul Ring, gets a stun on top of the Darkseer. There's a Centaur ulti. They're trying to come in and help if they can, but it will be a little bit too late. Darkseer's trying to run to the corner. Oh my gosh, vacuum! Beautiful vacuum on top of the Dragonite. Dragonite stuck on top of the hill. Everybody's getting caught in. Just Rubik stole the wall, but he's able to get out. There's a Blink Dagger on somebody, but I don't know who. And Ursa's taking a lot of damage, but he has Aegis, so he can die. He doesn't care. He's gonna go in for the kill anyway. We got Spectre doing a lot of damage. She could just throw out her Spectre dagger to try to juke. She gets glimpsed back by the Disruptor after she reality rips. So she's in a lot of trouble to begin with, or regardless. And she goes down as well. Blink Dagger up on Ursa, so Ursa can perma chase you. Ursa can throw down that slow, do a lot of damage to you while you're trying to run away, then blink right in front of you. As far as the other items go, there's a Vanguard up on Axe, so Axe is extremely tanky now. It looks to be a heart. It could still be a Vanguard. I'm not sure. On top of that Dragonite, Axe is building himself a pipe as well. Rubik has those arcane boots. Darkseer, he has that perseverance, but I'm not sure what he's going to be building on that. Like I said, it could be a Lincoln Sphere, it could be a Bloodstone, but it's probably going to be a Lincoln Sphere. As a courier built by, okay, there we go. Courier built and sold by Darkseer, and then he buys Observer. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, moving on to Centaur. Centaur's trying to build himself a Hood of Defiance so he won't be doing so much damage to himself whenever he double edges. And Spectre doesn't have much of anything. She still doesn't have any items. She needs a lot more farm. Usually, oh god, we got a stun coming in. We got a stun coming in on top of the Darkseer. Dragon Knight's in a little bit of trouble. His ult is back up in 1 second. He saves it. Ursa blinks in and goes for the, oh my gosh, beautiful vacuum by Darkseer, but it's not enough. Ursa blinks in. He goes and throws out the slow on everybody, and they're gonna go ahead and try to chase the Darkseer. Darkseer with the masterful juke, and Invincible Spirit and Ursa are sad because they did not get another kill. Meanwhile, Rubik still doesn't have much of anything. If we take a look at the gold, we can see it's heavily in favor of the Radiant. Mainly because everybody on the Radiant side is essentially farming, while the people on the Dire side are just roaming S5, not really doing much of anything. Rubik's going to go ahead and, as soon as I say that, Rubik's going to go ahead and farm the small camp. I highly agree with that. Whenever you're playing a roaming, especially when you're playing a roaming support, if you just roam, while you're roaming, just go ahead and kill that small camp while you can. And then just go ahead and do whatever, go for a gank, and then go back and kill that small camp again. That's a nice little steady flow of income. Even though it's a little bit, even though it's only a small amount of income, it's still a nice amount of income. Meanwhile, we got Spectre in a lot of trouble. She does have her ulti up, so she can do a nice little juke if she does time it right. She gets stunned by the Dragon Knight, and Dragon Knight's doing a lot of damage. There's a magic missile thrown out by the Invincible Spirit. Invincible Spirit swaps on top of Spectre. Spectre's doing a lot of trouble. She goes down. Rubik comes around the corner. He might want to start running away. Ursa's Aegis should be running out soon, but that doesn't matter. As the ulti activated by Centaur, so Rubik can run away, but Rubik's taking a lot of damage. He gets killed. And the top tower is getting pushed in by the Dire, but it doesn't matter. All of Radiant are here to help out. Meanwhile, Darkseer is going to go ahead and continue in the jungle. I'm really curious to see what he's going to be building. And Aegis has ran out. Ursa no longer has Aegis. He did not use it at all. I'm pretty sure he would much prefer to use it, but now he has a free inventory spot to use something on him. Meanwhile, Axe is coming around the corner trying to see what he can do. Does Darkseer surges towards him? No, they play some word. And Darkseer surges towards him. Just see where they can get anybody. This could potentially be a wall over this side. This is a level 4 vacuum, so it does have reach. So if Darkseer can catch these guys, this would be pretty darn sick. I really want to see if he can get it. Come on, Darkseer, you can do it. Okay, Darkseer gets stunned up. He might not be able to make it. He gets taunted by the Axe, so he's stuck. And he's gonna no. He gets ulted by the Axe before he does it. There's a glimpse on top of Pudge, so Pudge is not able to do his full ulti. He still goes down. And now Disruptor continues walking. Disruptor is building himself what looks like Darkseer is saying, please finish, guys, please finish. We are done. At least we don't have any DCs this game. I'm pretty happy about that. Disruptor's building himself any number of things. He's building himself he's either building a sheep stick or a Shiva's guard. Sheep stick pretty decent.
Is under attack.
I mean, Shiva's Guard probably more useful in this case because really nobody on the side of Dire are really posing that much of a threat. I mean, Centaur's trying to get what he can. Centaur has himself a hood right now. He just bought a hood. He had just enough gold for it. Now he's broke. And meanwhile, his middle tower is getting sieged. He needs his team to come in. He does not have his ulti up. His ulti is on cooldown for another 20 seconds. But Pudge has his ulti up, and Darkseer does not have a point in his ulti yet. So it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not all that weird. Whenever I play Darkseer, and by the way, I do not play anything close to a good Darkseer. Whenever I play Darkseer, I don't put a point to my ulti until level 10 and then level 11, so I can get 2 levels in that. Assuming I make it to level 10 and 11 before we lose because I feed too much. But that's beside the point, guys. That's beside the point. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the game right now. Anyway, we got Pudge. He's surged up. He's trying to go in for this Dragon Knight. He's able to get the hook. Beautiful hook by him. If he would have missed that, I kind of would have been laughing at him. But anyway, there was a surge right behind him just in case he missed it. And Dragon Knight goes down pretty handily. Meanwhile, the top tower of Dire is getting attacked, and Centaur just stomps it and kills it. And Ursa's running away. Ursa no longer has Blast, but he's building himself a Shadow Blade, so that way he can just sneak in and kill everybody. He's seeing how valuable it is. Rubik levitates him and pulls him towards him. I'm pretty sure it's not the direction he wanted to go. Axe is getting ulted up by the Pudge. And there's a lot of, oh my gosh, Ursa, 2 people getting pulled onto the vacuum. Beautiful vacuum by Darkseer. They will be able to win this fight if they can continue to just keep pulling people. Ursa's just chilling out. There we go. Ursa turns around and gets a kill on top of Rubik. Rubik goes to telekinesis. He's still stuck on top of the high ground. Meanwhile, Darkseer is stuck up there, and Ursa will be going down. He cannot find the last hit. He got battle hunger by the Rubik, and he goes down. A beautiful vacuum by Darkseer. It was an unexpected vacuum as well. It caught the Invincible Spirit, but then Invincible Spirit just said, okay, I can swap, so I don't care. But Ursa, on the other hand, Ursa got himself a kill, but he did die. And I'm pretty sure Ursa doesn't want to die. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the levels, because that's always important to look at. Everybody on the Radiant side is ahead of everybody on the Dire side. Invincible Spirit is level 12. She's higher than anybody on the Dire side. Spectre's way at the bottom, only level 10. Spectre needs way more farm before she can be able to do anything. She at least needs a Diffusal Blade or potentially a Radiance, but it doesn't really matter. All she has is Treads and a Ring of Health. She has no damage to her name. she has really good regen, but that's about it. And by really good, I mean, okay, decent regen. Meanwhile, Centaur gets glimpsed back, so he can't deny the tower. Axe gets the last hit on the tower, and these guys are going to go ahead and run away. There's a pipe up on Axe. There's an ulti activated by Centaur, and there's a beautiful wall from the Disruptor, so Darkseer can't come in. There's also a next level juke from the Axe with that nice hook. And Darkseer, or not Darkseer, these guys are in pursuit of these two. Disruptor can turn around in a few seconds to just glimpse somebody backwards. He throws out the wall, catches two, Vacuum come in, but it doesn't matter. They can walk through their own wall. And will the hook from Pudge misses. Surge throw on top of Pudge, I think, and everyone's going to be bottom block. No, this is going to hang around, see if they can kill that creep. They get the kill on the creep. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight's going to push this bottom tower. By the looks of it, he's built himself that Morbid Mask. That was weird. By the looks of it, he's building himself that Helmet of the Dominator, getting rid of the build that's satanic. And Spectre's going to go ahead and ulti. She's going to try to go on the Dragon Knight, but she does not have anything close to enough damage to kill him. He is way too tanky, and she has no mana, so she can't really follow him at all. There's an Ursa, or Pudge getting engaged upon by everybody. Pudge is able to ulti somebody. Somebody goes down. Vicious Spirit does go down. Ursa's doing a lot of damage. He still has Vlad, so he can go toe to toe with the Centaur, despite all the double fires, or double edges. And these guys are trying to go on Darkseer. Darkseer will be able to surge pretty soon. 1 second, he's able to surge. But will he be going down is the big question. No. This, oh my gosh, beautiful glimpse. Beautiful glimpse for the Disruptor, and very well deserved kill from him. Very well played, Disruptor. Very well played. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got Dragon Knight taking on two people. Brief fire stolen by Rubik. Rubik throwing it back at Dragon Knight. But Dragon Knight saying, so what? I can just throw it right back at you and get a kill on top of your carry. And Spectre goes down in that engagement. But Rubik does stay alive. Rubik also has himself that Ring of Hell, so he can stay alive. If he gets stunned, he will be going down regardless of what happens. Dragon Knight, one more Breathe Fire, and he'll be getting that kill. 1 second. 1 second is up, and Breathe Fire, he goes down. Dragon Knight does get Telekinesis, but at what cost is the big question. Meanwhile, Ursa's going to take on Roshan again because he has the damage. He has a Shadow Blade. He has everything but mana regen. Well, okay, Vlad gives him mana regen, but he has everything but mana. But I mean, his team is doing really good. It doesn't really matter. I think two people on his team have mana boots. Yeah, Vincent Spirit and Axe have mana boots. Axe has a pipe as well, so that means Double Edge is not doing nearly as much damage to him. Wait, is double damage? No, Double Edge is magical damage. So one pipe charge, that'll pretty much kill a pipe essentially. So if everybody gathers around Centaur while they're piped up, then he'll just activate that and kill all the pipes. I didn't know that. Meanwhile, Disruptor gets picked up by the Pudge. Pudge is able to get the ulti on top of him. There's a stun thrown out by Dragon Knight on top of the Pudge, so he does not continue. Double Edge activated on top of Disruptor, and Disruptor goes down pretty fast. So Pudge does go down. Ulti from Centaur. Centaur really wishing that Valve had not nerfed his ulti. Otherwise, I'm sorry, not Valve, Ice Frog did not nerf his ulti. Otherwise, he would have made it alive. And there goes Ursa, but it doesn't matter. He has Aegis, so he's cool. There we go, he's back up. He's alive, and he slows down the Spectre. Spectre's still moving pretty fast. No, it's the slow miss. Spectre's still moving pretty fast. He goes Invis. He can turn around and kill everybody. Spectre knows where she's at now. She's going to go ahead and try to get this kill on Dragon Knight with her illusions, but I don't think it's enough. Dragon Knight activates his ulti form. He has level 16 now, so he has that slow, and Rubik throws out a zap, gets a kill on the Vincent Spear. I don't know what she was doing down here. But anyway, Ursa's going to turn around and get this kill on Rubik. Rubik's going to throw Telekinesis on top of him, try to get away. But no, there's also another Shadow Blade charge up on him, so he can do a lot more damage. Shadow Blade and I think Shadow Blade at one more hit, and he'll pretty much go down. Meanwhile, we got Spectre trying to run with her life, and Rubik trying to juke all he can, but no, too much damage. 199 from one hit without an ult or without any type of crit. So Rubik not standing any chance to survive. Meanwhile, the top tower, finally, the top tower going down. They were fighting for that top tower for forever, but it seems. Darkseer able to push that down. He still does not have a point in his ulti, but he doesn't really need it at this point in this game. Mainly because things aren't really going his way. He gets glimpsed back. He gets stuck inside of a wall. Disruptor has his ulti up in 4 seconds. He'll be going down regardless. And he goes down to the Ursa. More feed for the Ursa. And also Dragon Knight was here too, so Dragon Knight did get some XP from that. Once again, take a look at the levels. Vincent Spirit is level 13, and she's tied up with the Centaur, who's the highest level on the side of Dire. So Dire really, really, really under-leveled, especially the Spectre. They want Spectre to be up here with more farm than this. But the Dire really needs Spectre to have some farm so that she can be effective, because she's really their only hope. Centaur can try to do all the nuke damage that he can, but it's not going to be enough. As you can see, he's doing all that to Axe, and Axe is just shrugging it off and walking away. Axe has a mechanism, oh jeez. So now he gets slowed by max movement speed. He's going to continue to run. He's good. He's pretty much good. There's really nothing they can do to kill him. He has a Vanguard. He has 25 HP regen because Pipe gives you 11 regen. Pipe gives you the most regen from a single item of all items. Now he's going to get ulted by the Pudge. Pudge's going to do a lot of damage. but he has his team coming around the corner. He goes in and activates that Battle Hunger on top of Pudge, so Pudge is moving slower. Rubik's around the corner. Rubik steals something from Disruptor. He steals the Thunder Strike from Disruptor, and then Pudge goes down to Axe's ulti. And now we got Dragon Knight coming in from the back. They will be able to get this kill on top of everybody, it seems. Axe is still alive. He's being a boss. No, he finally goes down. And there's Centaur going down as well. So that chase lasted a lot longer than it should have. Mainly because Axe has 25 HP regen. Pipe, like I said earlier, it gives you the most regen of any single item. How do I know? Because I was trying to see how much regen you can get. And I was basically being a nerd, a Dota nerd. And I basically built 6 pipes, and you get some crazy regen. As you can see right there, 11 HP regen. Pipes do not stack as far as resistance go, but the regen does. So he has that 11. He has 11 regen from pipe. He has that 6 regen from the Vanguard. He also has that 5 regen, or sorry, 4 regen from that mechanism. So he has quite a bit of regen, people. He can pretty much run from that fight, and then like 25 seconds later, he'll have full HP without going to Fountain. And he doesn't even have a heart yet. Anyway, Disruptor glimpses the Pudge just because he can, and Pudge goes back home, so Pudge is sad. Now Disruptor has himself a sight to buy, so he's doing a lot of damage. There's a stun thrown up from Rubik, but Rubik's caught in the spot. Visual Spirit does not like that creep, so she goes in and stuns it. She says, "I hate you, creep." And now we got a standoff. Rubik has not really stolen anything. Pudge Hook just barely missing that Vengeful Spirit. And if we take a look at the items, because they are starting to change, Dragon Knight is building himself an AC so that way he can do a whole bunch of damage pretty fast. He has that, like I said, he has a level 17 or level 18. Let's see, he is level 19, so he does have a level 3 points inside his ulti. So that way he's trying to get that slow to stack, or that consistent slow. Anyway, we got Dragon Knight coming around the Pudge. Pudge gets stunned by the Dragon Knight, and Rubik stole the stun from the Dragon Knight. There's a Centaur ulti activated on top of that, and everybody's trying to run away. Pudge is trying to get out of the cloud, but he cannot get out of the cloud. Once you are connected, you will never get away. Centaur's going to try to do what he can. He's going to try to salvage something. He's going to try to get a kill on this Vicious Spirit, but no, he gets turned into a sheep and he goes down. Rubik comes around the corner. He throws out the stun on top of somebody. Beautiful wall from Darkseer, able to keep his teammates alive, but he needs to marker these guys and pull them towards him at least. There's a mechanism activated by Axe, so everybody's healed up, and Rubik's getting, or not Rubik, Darkseer's getting thrown all the way back here. He's in a lot of trouble. Axe has his ulti up, so he will be going down. There we go. There's a dunk, and he goes down. And there's Rubik. Rubik stole the ulti from Dragon Knight, so he's a tiny dragon now. He's a tiny dragon. See if he can go toe-to-toe. I don't think he can. There's a zap from Rubik. There's a telekinesis. There's a slow. And there's a stun from Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight gets 0 cares, and Rubik will be going down pretty darn soon. He activates the wand, but it's not enough. He goes down to the Thunder Strike from the Disruptor. So as you can see, things are probably, things are going heavily in favor of the Radiant. If we take a look at the XP graph and the gold graph, we can see it was in their favor all along. This right here down was the 8-minute mark. This down here was the 8-minute mark. It still was in favor of the Radiant. So Dire have not really been able to get anything to go in their favor at this point. And things are looking extremely dire from the Dire. Or sorry, extremely dire for the Dire. Oh, I messed that up. Things look extremely dire for the Dire. LOL. Anyway, we got Centaur trying to chase his Dragon Knight. He's not going to be able to catch up with him unless he activates his ulti, which he will have in 6 seconds. But then we're going to go ahead and say that for the next big team fight. Meanwhile, we got Vicious Spirit hanging out on the edge of this. She has her Aghanim Scepter, so she has that swap up every 4 seconds, or 6 seconds. And this ulti activates for Centaur. They're going to go ahead and go on this. Pudge goes down pretty fast. Centaur is trying to do what he can to stun everybody. There's a Shadow Blade activated by Ursa. He's now out of mana. He also has a heart. Or sorry, he has a heart. Yeah, he has a heart. He just has to have it brought out to him. He's trying to chase that Centaur, but Centaur's a little too fast, and his Shadow Blade's running out pretty darn soon. Darkseer sees him around the corner. Will they be going on this? They can. Vicious Spirit's going to throw out the stun. She throws the Magic Missile. She still has her swap, so she's going to try to catch up with him, but no, she gets slowed by the Spectre, and Darkseer's able to get out alive. Meanwhile, Axe is going to go ahead and tank up this entire creep wave. Oh my god, it's vacuumed into the base. I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted to be. He gets stunned up by hit by everything. He still has his mechanism. He also has his pipe. He needs to go ahead and activate those things. There's the pipe, so he can take a little bit more magic damage. His team will not be rotating in, so he is all left alone, left out to dry. 4 more seconds for his mana boost, and he'll be able to mech. No, not enough time. He goes down. Finally, Dragon Knight comes in. He's able to do a big breathe fire on top of everybody, but it's not doing all that much damage. Rubik steals the stun from Dragon Knight. He's going to go ahead and go in for the stun. He stuns him. Vicious Spirit trying to do what she can to keep the damage up. Dragon Knight getting stunned by everything. Pudge ulti, and here's Ursa. Ursa's going to Shadow Blade away because his teammates just died. He doesn't want to die either. And finally, Spectre has items. Yes, Spectre needs to build herself a diffusal for her to stay alive. Or sorry, for her team to come back. Her team really needs her to have items. There's almost an Aghanim Scepter up on Axe. There's also there's an Aghanim Scepter on Vengeful Spirit. There's a heart on Ursa. There's a Chrysalis on Disruptor, are you kidding me? Disruptor has that much farm? Okay, so Disruptor's obviously having a fun time in this game. Moving on to the side of Dire, it's Perseverance is for all. Spectre is building herself what looks to be
structures are fortified.
a something. I mean, I'm talking about the Ring of Health, not the Robe of the Magi and the Blade of Valkyrie. But the Ring of Health, I'm really curious to see what she's going to be building on that. Vanguard would have been a good idea 20 minutes ago. Right now it's not all that good of an idea because it's a little bit too late. You might as well go ahead and build yourself a Hood of Defiance if you're really going to build that. Speaking of which, there are 2 hoods on the side of Dire, so they don't want to be taking all that much magic damage from this Disruptor or this Dragonite. Because Dragonite's Breathe Fire does do magic damage, guys. Anyway, Vengeful Spirit's built herself what looks to be a BKB so she can swap and stay alive. So Vlad's up on Ursa. We saw that earlier. Shadow Blade. Just what is Disruptor building? Oh god, he has himself an ulti orb. Hopefully he's not building a Scotty, because if he builds a Scotty, that means this game is really gone out of control. He could potentially be building himself a Mantis style. Since he already has that Chrysalis up, might as well just go ahead for a full carry style. Why not? His farm is going that well. Meanwhile, moving on to the rest of the people. AC up on Dragonite, and also the Vanguard is still there, so he has that really good regen. He also has that crazy attack speed now. Darkseid's coming around the corner to see if he can buy. Darkseid has himself a mechanism, 30-minute mech, I'm assuming, so it's not. I mean, it could be better, but whatever. These guys have been having a pretty bad time. Meanwhile, we got engagement coming on mid. We got a stun throw on top of Centaur. Centaur has his blade mail. He activates his blade mail. There's a stun throw on top of Axe. Axe is in a little bit of trouble. No, the pipe. He had the pipe up, so he was not taking any damage, essentially. There was a glimpse activated by all on top of somebody. Lift on top of the Spectre. Spectre goes down. Ulti from Centaur. They're trying to go in. I think he needed that a little bit earlier. Pud's getting stunned. He's also riding himself to death, and everybody's going down. So, oh my gosh, Dragonite doing so much damage. And so is Disruptor. Disruptor's trying to see if he can get another glimpse on top of this Centaur. No, it won't be enough. He's going to probably throw the wall and throw out the ulti. Or maybe just sheep him up. Sheep stick. Yeah, sheep sticks up. There's the stun from Dragonite, and there's so much damage coming from Disruptor and this Dragonite that this game really doesn't matter. They're going to go ahead and siege this tower. This is probably the game-ending push. There's only a Darkseer alive, and Darkseer is going to see what he can do to save his towers. He could just try to backdoor, but I'm not really sure how far that backdoor will get. He gets perma-stunned, he gets taunted, stunned, and stunned again, and now Dragonite's fighting himself. Axe is fighting himself, but he doesn't care. He has a pipe, he has crazy regen, and here's Axe's illusion doing a lot of damage, spinning the wind. And this middle tower is going down. It's a battle Disruptor. Disruptor is building himself a Mantis style, like I called before, guys. This will be pretty interesting. His attack speed right now is what? His attack speed is, oh my god, he might die to his own illusions. Oh god. Disruptor dies to his I'm sorry. Disruptor walked through the wall and dies to his own illusion. Battle Disruptor, not a good idea. It backfires, guys. It backfires. But anyway, a lot of damage going on Dragonite. Dragonite getting stunned up by this Pudge. And he probably will be going down. The pipe was activated. No, the taunt coming from Axe saving his life. And Spectre's getting ulted by Axe. Axe does not have his Aghanim Scepter yet, but it doesn't matter. This game is pretty much over. These guys are going to go ahead and attack this tower, or attack this Ancient, kill the throne. Centaur is hanging out in the base because he doesn't want to feed anymore. By the looks of it, Disrupt or Darkseer is trying to see what he is. She's trying to pull him into the lava pit, see if he can kill him. And that is the end of the game, guys. So that was a really interesting game. Albeit one-sided, yes, but still a very interesting game. Disrupted that very last one. You killed yourself, man. That was pretty cool. But anyway. But at any rate, this game was sent in to me by the Disruptor, who did build himself a Chrysalis. Big shout out to the person whose name I'm not going to say on top of my YouTube channel anymore, but big shout out to him. You can read his name there. Big shout out to the Disruptor. Thank you for sending me that replay. That was a very, very interesting replay. I like the fact that you built a Chrysalis and you killed yourself. That's like the highlight of my day right there. But anyway, not really much critiques to throw out there. These guys are pretty much relatively even matched. They pretty much did a lot of things I would have done anyway. The only thing I would gripe on is the Spectre building that Ring of Health so early. But aside from that, I mean, it's a pretty interesting game. Like I said, one-sided, yes, but still interesting nonetheless. And let me go ahead and pause so I don't... No, pause. Yes, no, yes, pause is up. Anyway, my name's Cool Blue. I just brought you guys what did I just bring you guys? I obviously have a bad memory, guys. I just brought you guys Viewer Replay Cast number 3, as you can see right there. like I said last time, if you guys have any replays, please send them to me. Please shoot me a message, send me a comment on YouTube, send me a comment on my Google Plus page, send me an email if you really want to. Just let me know the match ID, let me know your Steam user ID. So basically, I'm just going to look at the match, and I'm going to check your level, check the people who's level in the game, let people know at the beginning what the level is, so what to expect, and then I'll cast it like I normally cast it. Please send me any and all videos. As I always say, I would much prefer you don't send me your 15-minute Raffle Stomps, and I would much prefer you don't send me your 70-minute Farm Fest. But if you must send me those two, please send them to me. I will cast them all the same. And I really have no preferences at this moment. I'm just trying to get stuff flowing, trying to let you guys know that I'm really interested in casting your stuff, because I need more practice. So one day I can be just like Purge, and I can meet Cheever, and then Toby will be like, hey, that guy's cool, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, Luminous, oh my gosh, Luby, ah. But anyway, enough of me being a little fangirl, or sorry, fanboy. Like I said, my name is Cool Blues. About you guys, this viewercast. Please let me know what you guys think. I'm going to continue working on my, I'm going to start working on my aspect ratios, so I can try to get you guys better full screen videos. Everybody has different type of monitors, but I think it's a common monitor, so I'm just going to try to find that out and set that up. But anyway, all that's in the future. Technically speaking, or technically Dota series will be up sooner or later, probably later. I'll probably wait till I get to random podcast number 30. Speaking of which, I need to start doing that again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think, and any and all criticisms are welcome, but please keep them constructive, because destructive doesn't solve much, if anything. And I'm Cool Blue, blah, blah. See you guys whenever.